Okay, greetings YouTube land, and welcome back to another Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. So the last time, let's see, where am I? Oh yes, I was just exploring this Scrivener's dormitory, that's right. I was on my way to is it the master below? No. The blade and the endless path. I think this is... No? Oh, you know what? It is not listed as a quest yet. How do I... Well, it's outside, and I think when I was at the marketplace, the blacksmith said that there was some other blacksmith working up in that, whatever that building was called, which I cannot remember. And she was forced to make weapons for the dozens, right? But on the way, I stopped by here, the Scrivener's dormitory. So I think the last episode I mentioned that I would be coming back right away. This is actually now the next night, so I did not come back right away. So
of course.
That's why I'm having a hard time remembering exactly what I was doing. Okay, these sturdy bunks are topped with thin blankets and even thinner mattresses. Okay, there's another Scrivener. Oh wow, this one looks like an elf. Hello? You must be here for Corin. Corin, eh? You are Corin. Can I believe you were selling reagents? I really don't think there's anything here for me. Yeah, I have no business here. Okay, let's go. Some strawberry Fruitopia from McDonald's. I had a Big Mac earlier. And had to pick up Mom from the airport. Up here. Admuth's Den Expedition Hall. Okay. That's where. But you know what, I think I'm actually gonna speak to that blacksmith again. And actually, you know what? I should buy like a full set of you know, armor, you know, outfit, like everything, like with give everyone boots and a belt. So let me see how much that's going to cost. Okay.
Hello.
Hello again. Oh, okay. So I can't talk to you about. Okay. Well, let's see. Do you sell? No, you don't sell. I want that lady's hand. Okay, so who was it that sold armor? Here it looks like you could sell armor, and I think you sell
Greetings.
Ingredients. Oh no. Okay, so you sell armor here. So nobody sells boots and belts? Gauntlets? Nobody? Couple of mercenaries. Can you read the sign? Admeth's den. At least he didn't kill you. Him and the giant slayers are mean sons of bitches. In conversations, your main character does the talking, but companions may sometimes interject their opinions and ideas in scripted interactions. More members of the... Okay, so...
Mercenaries.
That's good to finally get that
all
confirmed.
Fancy weapons and no skill.
That's good to finally confirm that. See here, in conversations, your main character does not, or does the talking. Your main character does the talking, but companions may sometimes interject their opinions and ideas. In scripted interactions, more members of the party are able to participate, which is how it's been doing, but you guys might recall sometimes I'm questioning who exactly was speaking, and even though I kind of had an idea that was already my main character Falagar, but now it's good to finally have confirmation of that. Stealing? Of course it is. Just wanted to see what's happening here. Hello? Bannon Lear, a well-groomed man, steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. Look tough, boys. You gentlemen are? Bryn the Nimble. One of his companion eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Burns, giant slayers, run things around here and you'll be fine. Oh, what they were talking about outside. Those mercenaries. Whatever you say. Never heard of them. Can I join? I don't like these guys' attitude, so... I'm sorry to report, but I've never even heard of you guys. His eyes narrow. You have now. Stick around to find Spay, and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. Winen. A voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabber, Bine. You gonna do the job, or talk about it? His jaw tightens. Winen's right. That coin ain't going to collect itself. He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin toward the door. See you around, pup. Them's his competitive words. Yeah. You seem like a friendly gentleman. Winen? Hail to thee, friend. Thank you for that.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
This rough-looking man glances at you briefly as he scans the mercenaries milling around the room. Okay, almost sounds like from that description, a rough-looking man glances at you briefly as he scans the mercenaries milling around. So he's kind of like, don't stand on ceremony, state your business. You know, like he just looks, don't mind your, don't stand on ceremony, state your business. Kind of like he's holding face, or is that the word I'm looking for? Holding face, or saving face. So, you know what I'm saying. Trying to keep face, to continue to look tough in front of the other mercenaries, that type of thing. Tell me about the dozens. I'm looking for work. So what can thou telleth me about the dozens? Winnin's expression becomes serious, the timbre of his voice deepening. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who come before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the Dyrwood, not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them. Ah, right, because they're not the true dozens. They remember that history we learned about why they were called the dozens, and this group of mercenaries just took the name, and in some ways are kind of like slandering it. Now, see, because it's showing Eater, you know, one might get confused that this is Eater answering, but Eater just interjected with that, but it's all me saying. So these two options to say your roots or thanks for the information is me saying. Your roots now. Sure about that? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Dyrwood's freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who've protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waidwin at Ivandir Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Waidwin wound up on that bridge. I thought we were talking about... But we're the ones who've protected it. Ah, okay, Crucible Knights and then the dozens. But, you know, the original dozens. Right? I think. 7 men, 5 women. Okay, yeah, they're dozens. They walked out, I know the tale. They walked out of Helgat Citadel and faced down a god. Held him there until the bomb went off. Go, in case, you know, you guys have forgotten. The god's hammer is the explosive device. He thumps the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky clothes to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people, first line of defense, whatever it takes. We've got new enemies now. If it's not Waidwin, it's his damned legacy. It's the damn soul butchers in Brackenbury making things worse on all of us, probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Dyrwood once, we'll do it again. Winnin casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. I see that. It gives off like a condescending tone, right? But at the same time, I still think he's trying to look tough among his people, to save face. I think that's... It doesn't sound right, but... Saving face. I think that's the expression, right? So he's like, as he's talking, he's like, I guess his eyes continues going, darting from mercenary to mercenary. What else do you need? Am I looking for work? Maybe I'm not looking for work over here, so thank you for that. And fare thee well. Daggers mark the locations of various Ingwathan ruins. Notes posted around the map list bets on current expeditions. Oh. On the war table. And probably, marking who has quests where. Okay, that would be stealing. Come on, let's talk to her. So somewhere around here is a blacksmith, and I just can't remember the name now, but she's being forced to make these weapons for the dozens. Can't be her. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. I'll step back for now. Same thing with this? Okay. Okay. Osric. Where would the blacksmith be? See, it's great because we are a party of 6, but because the wolf is there, Itumak, we are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I love that. If we could get more people with companions, it can expand the party even more so. The more the merry, I would say. A couple more mercenary. Okay, you are the one. Sonild. Okay, now I remember. Okay, maybe we can ask if this person is working in fear of the dozens, like being forced in like servitude.
Hail and well
Hello.
met.
The woman looks up from polishing a dagger. Haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company? She raises an eyebrow. Or are you betting on one? Can I buy something? How long have you worked at Admeth's Den? Yeah, how long have you been working here? She leans on the countertop and drums her fingers. Okay, so she must be doing like this. Oh, a few years. I got in the minute the last merchant cleared out. She nods towards the main area of the hall. They've got new expeditions venturing out every week, so this is a great place to do business. Okay, so it doesn't seem like you're really being forced. And the dozens make loyal friends and loyal customers, so long as you stick by them. She taps the counter. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold his best helms to a pair of crucible knights. I've been careful not to make the same mistake. What canst thou tell me about these expeditions? They're groups of adventurers that venture into the wilderness. More than a few of them try their luck scouring the ruins. Most of them come back empty-handed, if they come back at all. Well, I'll peruse thy wares. I'm afraid not. Forced to only sell to the dozens. See, the dozens only do business with me so long as I only do business with them. And they're good customers. Okay. She jerks her thumb at the door. But if you get on Osric's good side... Oh, that one looks like he was the drill instructor out there training. You could make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. Oh, he is. Okay, you already told me about the expeditions. Okay. Fairly well, Sonald. This must be the equipment, their inventory of weapons and armor. Weapon supply. Osric, I presume?
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up! If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off!
This man watches the training adventurers with the disinterested contempt of someone whose skills are wasted in this setting. Wow. He barks at one of them, yeah. Well, I need to hire an adventurer. I'm looking for work. Any way I could get access to Sonald's merchandise? Yeah. Listen, I was speaking to Sonald, and I was just wondering if I might have your permission to be one of the customers. I know I'm not part of the dozens, but I just figured it won't hurt to ask if I can just ask if it's okay if I get access to, your weapon supply from Sunold. What say you? She only sells to friends of the dozens. Well, how do I become your friend, right? Although he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires... He glances sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy competence. Wow. I was more looking for an expedition. I'll talk to Wayne about it. What dost thou need? I was
formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
I will not question him any further. This is his request. I shall see what I can do for thee.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate.
Wow.
He kept it when he had me kicked out.
Bastard. Okay. And it's like a family heirloom. He leans closer. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's gift. Hey, and I have to head that way anyway. Right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunred Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read. What do you mean by that?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over.
It is a fake.
Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Okay. Sagani scratches the back of her neck. If generations of Masak's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. If generations of Masak's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Not exactly sure what she means by that, but got business with me? No, I'm not exactly sure what you meant by that, Sagani, but Rogue Knight. It's one of the officers who had him expelled and is unlikely to return to Heirloom. He has asked me to retrieve a breastplate from Penhelm. He believes his rival might have forged a document from Dunrod Row verifying the purity of his soul, so he's really tainted. If I can prove, or possibly, Penhelm's forgery, I may have some leverage to get the breastplate back. And what did you say? If generations of Masak's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Trying to say he doesn't remember tradition. Still, a past like that, so like a dark past, has to count for something. Okay, so maybe she's just basically agreeing, saying, you know, I can kind of blackmail him with it, or expose him even. They have, you know, that's good. That's like a good good leverage to have, or something like that. A good thing to hold leverage over someone. Maybe honestly, I'm not entirely sure what she means by that. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Or maybe what she's trying to say is, he's trying to convince himself that the fake document is really the true thing. And he doesn't want to remember his dark past. I think that makes more sense. Oh, look. It almost looks as if it's turning to dark. Turning night. How can I know for sure? I mean, I see a moon and a sun, but how do I know where we are exactly? Okay. First fires. Brackenberry. Catacombs. He believes his rival might have forged a document from Dyrwood Row, verifying the purity of his soul. If I can prove if you find I've got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger. See, I was thinking forger, blacksmith, but forger, forged documents, in Andra's gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dyrwood Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life, it's on me. It's a requirement. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real. Okay, so there's a cipher in this place up there. Okay, so Dyrwood Row. Where is that? I didn't notice that. I don't think on. Oh, Heritage Hall, perhaps? Did he mention that's where I should go? That seems like the place to go. Someone actually stole something from the hall? How'd they manage to do that? Will only knows. Gunman's looking for someone to blame, though. Stay clear for her for days. Is this where I'm supposed to? Okay, is this? I think this is actually a building, right? That's not where I'm not trying to go here.
All these pages serve no better use than fuel for the fire.
Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Well, since I'm here. Evening, I think.
Good day to you.
The woman barely glances up from the tomes on the table as you approach. You're welcome to browse the stacks, but mind that you keep your voice down. This is still a temple after all, and Grimda doesn't tolerate disorder. And who's Grimda? Vexa speaks reverently. Why, she's the High Archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. Nothing goes on here without her knowing about it. Almost nothing, in a way. She scratches behind her ear. You should probably tread lightly around her today. Okay. So what can you tell me about this temple? It actually does look like a library. Her eyes grow wide and round. That's because it is. Duh. Well is the god of mysteries and answers, encryption and decryption, concealment and revelation. She raises her hands to the rows of shelves. Its guidance come from the understanding of the unknown and the protection of hidden knowledge. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries was built to celebrate that. How did it kind of sound? To think there's such a place in Dyrwood. Incredible. I'd love a glimpse of the archives. How many secrets must sit upon these shelves? Fascinating, isn't it? Temples dedicated to Huel tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. We use the knowledge to unravel and preserve the mysteries of the world. So what can you tell me about you? She throws her broad shoulders back. I am a scrivener and a devotee of Huel. It's my duty to look after our records and resources. Her chest swells with pride. Thank you for all that. I don't think I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. Oh god, this place. It's big. Okay, let's continue on our way before it gets later. Because there are two things I have to do, and one thing has to be done at night, right? Deliver whatever the shipment to Kund, I think is what the note said. Yes, I still don't know how to use this. I guess you really just have to go by, the sound, you can hear the owl, okay, and just visually looking at the screen to tell it's night. Okay, can I? So I can't get to Brackenberry. Okay, maybe I can go from down here. You were so lovely back then. Dalton. This guy looks like he's in some kind of a pain. Hello, sir. This elderly man. Oh, he doesn't look that old by looking at his the character. This elderly man paces back and forth, taking short, hobbled steps. Like, the way they drew him doesn't match, but, that's what this description is for, to help with that. His gaze is distant, and beneath it are the dark rings of many restless nights. He appears to be having a conversation with someone who isn't there. Oh, boy. And the way you fought, cutting down two at a time. We shared quite a victory, you and I. Watch where you're going, you babbling old fool. Who art thou talking to? The man looks up at you, startled. Oh, by the flame. For just a moment, I thought I heard her. He puts a hand on his chest, catching his breath. I must be going. What troubles you, old man? Just the memories of my youth in the Northwatch Rangers, trials and adventures from a long time ago. He shakes his head. Of late, the memory of lost battles and fallen friends has been especially vivid. Oh, God. Well, I'm willing to listen. It's been nearly 60 years. We were known throughout the Dyrwood then. We thought we'd adventure together forever, collecting coppers and inspiring songs. The wrinkles around his eyes deepen. That was until we faced Helig of Thane. He was a wizard whose experiments in necromancy left a trail of bodies, some reanimated from Solace Vale to Midwood. We tracked him as he fled toward the Valian republics, catching him just west of the Lake of Drowned Tombs. We were fools, seasoned as we were. We were not prepared for his foul magic. Our numbers were nothing against the power. A wiser man would have ordered a retreat. Not me. By some curse of the gods, I was knocked out, and when I woke, my rangers, my Rowena, they were all dead. He holds empty air in his hands. And now you hear this woman's voice. A sad tale, but on a sleeve. And who is this Rowena? My friend, my comrade in arms, and my love. We'd planned to adventure together until we grew old, to settle down and enjoy our fortunes. Young as we were, we couldn't imagine anything would tear us apart. I know this sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear her, a voice just over my shoulder, calling to me in my dreams. At night, I see her wandering the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. I see catacombs are that way. Foolish as it sounds, I can't shake the idea that she's somehow down there, waiting for me. I've even ventured below, though it damn near cost me my life. He hesitates. Were I half the warrior I was in my youth, I'd search every grave and rat hole. As it is, I'm stuck here with this feeble body and agonizing the notion that my love is somewhere down there, beyond my help. I'll search the catacombs for signs of Rowena. You want me to chase a dream? I have other matters to attend to. Silly old fool. I don't have time for your delusions. I will put this old soul's mind to ease. Listen, Dalton, is it? I don't think you ever gave me your name, but I shall search the catacombs for thee in thy stead, and see if there's any sign of Rowena, spirit or otherwise. Tears spring to the old man's eyes. There's an entrance just southwest of here, on the other side of the canal. He sniffs and wipes his eyes. You are truly a gift from the gods. If there's anything you can find of her. So is this going to lead me to catacombs? Okay, oh, this is going to... Okay, Brackenberry's down there. Okay, so I'll be searching the catacombs, old man. Just give me a moment here. Okay, here we go. 12 minutes. Sure. You can cue a string of actions. I think when you're in conversation, I think time halts because you can kind of see, you know, there's the screen kind of freezes, so. Sanitarium. Okay, I think we have to get here to Andra's gift. Like ASAP. What is this? The charred burn. Looks like another bar. Another tavern. God, I love this music.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh.
Your brother, did you and he get along?
We got along how brothers do. He used to throw water on me to wake me up in the morning. I used to fill his boots with stinging ants.
My own brothers and sisters are doing very well for themselves, back in Takoa. I don't know that they'd search for me if I were killed so far from home.
Brothers can be funny. I bet you'd be surprised how far they'd go.
Just a car. Oh, can I look at this sign? Oh wow, there's a lot. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. Or hall for Kern to sell. He is only found in the gift after dark. So Kern. I don't see anything. So maybe I just have to Oda's house. Salty mass. Oh, no wonder there's fog. Look, we're at the docks here, and there's water. The ocean. Yeah. I don't know if it's an ocean or lake, but well, guess I better start walking around. I don't know if he'll just be out wandering or if he's actually in an abandoned house or in one of those buildings, but I better check. But he can only be found at night, is what the note said. Oh, no. Okay, these abandoned houses where these drug addicts go. I'll just have to check door to door. This is not the guy. Current. You can enchant it by clicking the enchant button. I haven't messed with enchanting yet, but okay. Current. Okay, so I guess you'll just be hanging out because it doesn't. See, it doesn't list the people on the map. Although there's certain characters where it will display their names on the map where they are, but maybe that's just for people that join. More addicts. No, it's I'm not sure if it's painfully scratchy. Oh. Oh. Next, I just have to remember that that's there. Free camping supply. An arrow moving out of. This will only be targeted by a designated attack or by a disengaged attack. Oh, yeah. A sailor. Courtesan. There's a lot of those in Witcher 3. Hello, you look like you want to have a good time, honey. I'm all open for business. Wow, what is up with these names? Did that just say thug? Dragon. It's been a while since I saved, just in case I get into a fight. Brian Walker. For real.
I can do
Oh,
that.
no.
That's settled.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, that's fine, I guess. Now we're breaking and entering. Oh, I guess no one's claimed rights to this, so... Rogues enchanters start with bonus to mechanics. It's probably... Sounds like... Need to deliver our haul for current... Sounds like something that... Trading company sounds like...
God's damn,
where
that's
this person
some of
would
the
be. Uh-oh. The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out towards the harbor with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually, sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head toward you. Hello.
Want to run a down on its luck Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it.
She clenches her jaw and continues quietly.
As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains.
Whatever's going on, I don't want to get involved. Enough silver and gold, you'll be surprised how well you can clean up just about anything. Dost thou need help with something? The woman stares at you for a long moment before nictitating membranes slide across her face.
Do you want to help? Sure.
Possibly.
Go into that warehouse and ask for a man named Verzano. When you find him, throw him in a sack, throw the sack in a crate, and put the crate on a boat headed to Ancenze.
Okay, this doesn't sound like Kern is in
Or
there.
the bottom of the Pearlwood Gulf. Either's fine with me.
She thinks for a moment before continuing in an angry tone. Wow, she really wants this guy. The woman looks back at the warehouse for a moment and grimaces. After a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. Oh. What's happening? Oh, okay, she stormed off. Okay. Valiant soldier. Fisherman. What building? Is this all... lead to the same place? Looks like it's the same building. Warehouse and... Okay, this is... Live specimens do not open. Yeah. Perhaps
Hail, traveler.
she can help. Hi. A young woman stands behind a counter, watching you with quick, intelligent eyes. Welcome. This is your first visit to Valiant Trading Company, is it not? Please, Let me know how I can assist you. Your tone is both professional and inquisitive. Who might you be? Young one? I'm the assistant manager of this warehouse. Currently I help Verzano run things, but I'll take over when he retires, or when the company bosses back home decide it's time for new management. She rolls her eyes. You have more business? What is this place? The Valiant Trading Company is an association of merchants from the Valiant Republics. We oversee trade deals and negotiations on behalf of our merchants. She gestures toward the door on her right. This is our warehouse, where we store goods in transit. Okay, thanks. No, this is not the place to find Kerned. Oh, now I just forgot the name of that other quest that I had to do. The knight, Orsek. Oh no. Penhelm. Okay, Penhelm. So I have to remember that.
I've never been to Nasitak. Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders
Talking
chosen?
to Sagan.
Do you always ask this many
Yep.
questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
Wants to hear her story. Okay, I'm not seeing any Kerned. I am losing night. Courtesan. Oh, what is this?